About 1 year ago, I started my Freerace experiment. I quit slalom windsurfing and completely went on Freerace equipment, and I tried different sails, no cam, 2 cam, 3 cam. I took part in a really big project with Futurefly and co-developed our Freerace board, the White Tiger, and the general goal was to have more fun on the water again, because I felt after so many years on slalom equipment stuck with it. Every session that I went on the water with my slalom equipment, I felt like I want everything to be perfect, and as soon as something was weird with the trim and it didn't feel right, I got stressed about it and tried to fix it, and I couldn't get out of this slalom racing mindset. And with going on the Freerace equipment, I wanted to feel the real spirit of windsurfing again. And with that, welcome to this new video on my YouTube channel. I want to give you my summary of the experiment. What did I learn in 2025 and how will I continue? First of all, I had 3, I would say, stages this year. The first one was the beginning of the year when I was super excited because everything that I touched was kind of new for me. Even the feeling that I now am on different equipment was super exciting. So I was a little bit overwhelmed. I tried the different sails in Tarifa. I was still on a slalom board, but just trying all the Freerace sails was amazing on its own. And even though maybe here and there I had less speed, a little bit less performance, it felt just super nice. And I think you saw that in my videos as well. And then after this stage, we had the release of the White Tiger. We came out with our big Freerace board project, and thank you so much for the feedback on that. It was insane. But the release of this board basically was when I went fully on the Freerace equipment, also the board. After a few weeks, everything was not new anymore. I calmed a little bit down and I got into my normal Freerace routine. I just went windsurfing as a free racer, and after that, which is the time basically right now when it got a little bit colder and darker and now I'm less on the water obviously, I now had time to reflect on how especially this middle time felt. I just want to divide it in 2 things. One is the rational side and the equipment side, and the other side is the feeling side. And then I will tell you how I will continue. And taking away all the excitement that I had in the beginning and everything else, I just have to really clearly say, it's much, much, much more simple. It just makes life so much easier. And for me, as somebody who was always on the slalom equipment, and you have the massive mast sleeve with all the cambers and you need to precise with tuning and the fins and everything and so on. This was such a relief, and I could just grab a sail in my van, go on the water and have fun. And I must say, once I wasn't in this early stage of the experiment anymore, I really got easy with it. I stopped caring about everything being perfect. The sail didn't have to be the perfect match for the board size, for example. And when the fin was a centimeter off, I was like, all right. And if you are in this slalom equipment cycle and you feel like, it's sometimes getting a little bit too much with the performance pressure. I mean, of course, this is super fun as well, but it got a little bit to me, I have to say, and maybe some of you feel the same. I really can tell you life is easier with the Freerace equipment, simply because your expectations of how will everything feel change a little bit. But since also the equipment just felt so nice and everything was so smooth, I just felt a big relief from that. Also, additionally, the wind range and the range of conditions that I could go with the Freerace equipment, for example, with the 125 White Tiger, or any of the White Tigers basically, and also the sails, was quite a significant bit bigger than on the slalom equipment. I really could feel that the slalom equipment is more specific. You want to have the right size for the right conditions, so you get exactly the feeling and performance that you are looking for. And with the Freerace equipment, things become a little bit easier. You get planing a little bit earlier, and also if you go into these overpowered situations, you're not taking off that quickly. Of course, there is a little bit less top speed, but also regarding that, and it may also be because the 0.7 Freerace sails are very performance oriented, but the difference that I felt, it was not as big as I expected it to be. But then on the other side, and this is the last thing that the equipment really allowed me to, maybe I forgot something, but what really comes to my mind also is how exhausting it is to be on the water with this equipment. There also, I just felt a huge advantage with the Freerace equipment. It was just a lot easier. I could ride for 1-2 hours and I was so much less exhausted compared to the slalom equipment. Also regarding back pain, yes, I'm only 28, but still, if you're a slalom racer, you know you have the back pain. What can you do? But also this, it was significantly easier because the stance also was different on the Freerace. Also, you don't feel like you have to be in this pushing position all the time that I personally feel I want to be in when I'm on the slalom equipment. Like when I'm on slalom equipment, I don't feel comfortable when I'm just hanging in there without body tension and so on. And when you're on Freerace equipment, you just feel like, ah, yeah, come on, you know, why not? Who cares anyway? And then when you want to go for it, you go for it. And yes, so my sessions, I would say definitely got around 50% longer. This year, I really got back my stoke for just going windsurfing. Before that, and I know it sounds a little bit sad, I frequently went windsurfing also to shoot a YouTube video, and I was stressing a little bit about my sessions. And this year, I really felt like I got back my connection to the essence of the sport, which is for me basically exploding of joy just by going in a straight line and being on a windsurf board. Not much more. Yes, of course, it's still free racing, so you want to go fast and blast and all this, but the Freerace project really helped me to get a little bit of a distance to this performance cycle. And aside from that, regarding the feeling, I can just say everything felt a little bit easier. It felt less forced, and at the same time, I still felt like I can show you guys the performance side of things. So for me, since many, many years, this was the most fun year of windsurfing. And now the question that some of you might be wondering about, will I quit free racing? Will I go back to slalom? Or what will I do? After this year, I must say what I learned was I don't want to be stuck to any sort of equipment anymore. Before it was the slalom equipment, now it was the Freerace equipment, which was super fun. But at the end of this year, I want to, I don't want to call it free ride. I don't want to be stuck with any sort of label anymore. So I will not even be a free racer anymore, maybe not even a free rider, not a slalom racer. I basically just want to be a windsurfer, or I become a wave sailor, free wafer, I don't know. So I want to go with a free spirit towards next year. And in case you're now wondering what equipment will I be using, I will continue using the Freerace equipment. First things first, you will see me a few times on a slalom board also. You will probably also see me on a free ride board. You will see me on a free wave board. You will see me on a wave board. I will just do whatever comes up to my mind, whatever excites me, and I will take you along on this journey. And the journey actually starts in the next video, where we will be going to Vietnam.
How was it? Welcome. All good? Yes. Yeah.